Well, I told y'all, I knew it was a matter of time when Antonio Brown. We have been watching him and all his shenanigans for the past few videos. And the last one I posted, when he was up there talking crazy to those police, and you saw the look in their face, like they really wanted to do him something, they felt we couldn't get at him but due to his status and his money. So the first thing they done was to give him his money back and tell him he can't use the facility anymore for his, league and training that he likes to do. They didn't want him over there. They say if you go, he trespassing. Now Antonio Brown got some charges put on him, and we're going to get into that. So Antonio Brown had an arrest warrant as of Wednesday, where he faced charges of burglary with battery, burglary of an unoccupied conveyance, and criminal mischief. Now, as you see here, Antonio Brown is turning himself in on this particular warrant. So let's talk about why Antonio Brown had got a warrant. Why Antonio Brown is actually in jail. He was waiting to get himself out as the filming of this video. So they said that the police was called out to his house, and when they arrived on the scene, they made contact with a victim who police claim was battered by Antonio Brown and his trainer, Glenn Holt, at the time period. Now, the victim claimed Antonio Brown was under the influence during the attack. And he said that police was saying that his trainer was charged with one count of burglary with battery. They say he tried to make contact with Antonio Brown, but they were unsuccessful. So they obtained court documents in the assault case. The man, a driver for a moving company, he allegedly claims he was hired to deliver Antonio Brown's belongings from California. When he arrived, he asked for payment. He said Brown refused. And said, according to the records, the driver tried to leave the property with Brown's belongings still in his truck, but Antonio Brown threw a rock at the vehicle. Now, the vehicle that he caused a dent and chipped paint on the driver's side of the door, causing about $860 in damage. The man also allegedly claimed that Antonio Brown forced his way into his truck, assaulted him, and he said he claimed Antonio Brown ripped his shirt and injured his shoulder. That's everything that the guy is claiming right now. And it said the police was called for a domestic incident, which is their third in the city in the past 3 months. They said they told him he's no longer welcome as a benefactor, as a volunteer with the PAL youth football team, which we reported on in the last video with Antonio Brown. On top of the other dispute that he had with the baby mama showing up at the house, all that. So it said his agent also reportedly dropped him until Brown can seek counsel. So he don't even have an agent anymore. So Antonio Brown, look, a lot of y'all was saying that he having CTE. He played 9 seasons in the league. I can see him having some CTE, but something's wrong with brother. He's using drugs or whatever he's on. He's wilding out, and I knew it was a matter of time for something happened, because you can't keep going at those police like that, especially being a black man in America. Now his child's mother, wants a restraining order on Antonio Brown to keep him away from his children. All the antics that he's been doing is going to definitely make a family court judge say, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna grant that, because he need a mental health evaluation. Maybe he needs some supervised visits because he got this particular charge. Now, his lawyer probably can get him out this charge, or he can talk to the guy and have Antonio Brown pay this guy off for him to drop charges. I probably see him paying him off, if anything. But this is the thing. Antonio Brown needs to slow his roll. I don't know where his family is at. I don't know where his good friends is at, but that's stupid to go put your hands on somebody, especially in your position. You don't do that. Pay the man. I mean, you got a Bentley in your parking lot, Antonio. Pay the man. It's going to cost you a lot more to get out of this situation than it were to pay, say the amount was $4,000 to get your stuff. I mean, he OJ all over again, right? You know how they OJ, he went to jail for trying to get his stuff back. So here we go, like OJ again. he hit a guy because he's trying to get his stuff. Just pay the man, send him on his way. That's the end of it. But if you're using drugs, you're not thinking straight, etc. Antonio, brother, you better slow down. You better stop. That's the only thing I'm saying. Because these folks, they love to take down successful black men. They love it. But you can't give them the ammunition to do so. That's the only thing I would say. If somebody gets you, it's because they worked hard at it. Don't give them the ammunition. Don't give them the leeway. Don't make it easy for them. But Antonio should have just, went on by his business somewhere. Even with that crazy woman of his, he should have took a long vacation somewhere. Don't even tell her where he was at. He get that kind of money. He probably can have other houses. He can go chill at and then come back to that one. And I don't understand why, a lot of y'all want to stay in Florida, especially you brothers like that. Florida is a Republican conclave and how they feel down there about brothers. But, I know y'all see the beaches and y'all see all the different things in Miami and y'all fall in love with it. I've been there, at least Orlando, and it's nice, but it's not nothing I'm going to say I'm about to uproot my life and go put a house over there. But let's see what Antonio Brown is going to get in this situation. But, for some reason, I home in on a story like that. And something told me follow Antonio Brown a little bit because something to it. And we seen all this in the making. And now he got himself jammed up with these folks. Well, leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about the situation with Antonio Brown. And do you think this situation is going to wake him up to stop wilding out? We hope so. But let me know what you think.